Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to prepare for Valentine's Day and have the perfect date set in your perspective, as well as how to romanticize this month to have an exciting and exhilarating time. Valentine's Day is not just about the pitch perfect couples like aesthetic. Valentine's Day is about love, friendships, romantic relationships, family. In general, Valentine's Day is love. Don't you remember those days when we were in school and we would hand out Valentine's cards to everyone in our classroom, and sometimes they would have candy, sometimes they weren't. It was just fun. We were kids. We didn't really actually know what the meaning was, and that's what it should be now. We shouldn't have any certain expectations on what this day should or shouldn't be. It should just be a time that we have fun and come together and love on each other and help each other out. Also, before we really get started on this video, don't forget to check out my shop and don't forget to check out my Instagram. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe down below. My channel is all about self-improvement, development, self-help, and I hope you guys can join along with me. And I will post the occasional like day-to-day life type videos just to have something different once in a great while. So I have my notes right here, and I'm gonna have video chapters right here. So then if you want to skip to a certain segment, you can. I'll also have it in the description box so you can just click on the time. And with that being said, the main 2 points in this video are going to be how to date yourself and date ideas for singles and date ideas for couples. So let's just get started. So overall, when we think about love, we ask ourselves, what is love really? What's the feeling? How should I love? What is love exactly? And love is definitely different for everyone. It's a different feeling for everyone too, because it's like I love my parents differently than how I love my dog, and different than how I love my partner. So I don't think there's necessarily an exact definition of what love is. It's just you would do anything and everything for the person you love, and also just giving space and living your life and not being so clingy and attached to one certain person or thing. That's my definition of it. I think for self-help, self-development type, you definitely should journal and read. For reading, I would definitely recommend looking into reading The Mountain Is You. It's about self-sabotaging behaviors so that if something you tend to do, it'll put you in check. Let me reword that. I did not say that right. It's about self-sabotaging behaviors. So if that is something you tend to do, it'll put you in check. And that is definitely something I tend to do in a way, because I'm like, okay, like what's the right way? What's the wrong way? Am I being dramatic? Am I not being dramatic? I think this would be a really great book to read. You can listen to it on audiobooks or read it in general. Also, another really amazing book, and I wish I could be sponsored by this person that wrote this book. It's The Untethered Soul. It's about your consciousness and subconsciousness, and basically it questions like, who are you really? It goes really in depth of who we are and like how we experience life, and it literally gives you details which makes 100% sense, and it's so helpful. I think that is like the absolute best book you could read, because it talks about everything you need to know. So how to date yourself. Having a relationship with yourself is the most important, meaningful way to love yourself and live an amazing life. And nothing in life is perfect. So like when I say amazing life, I mean The way you're living right now could be perfect. It could be amazing, but you have to see it that way. I know God sees it that way, so why don't you? You're always expecting more. You're always wanting more, but how about just being 100% grateful for what you have right now and just living every day, day by day, and just enjoying every little moment. Enjoy the sad moments, the boring moments, the exciting moments. Any and every little detail matters, and you have to just enjoy it. And that is what happiness is. Happiness is enjoying every little moment, bad or good. It's living life as is, and the benefits are endless if you love yourself, if you date yourself. It's just, there's so much to say about dating yourself and the benefits. That video would be a long video. On this page, when you're with yourself, you validate yourself and won't need or want external validation. Again, every single person on this earth is different. So some people actually need that external validation, where a lot of people don't. They just want it. So for me, for an example, I always think I need or want that external validation, even if it's just something very small. Where does that get you in reality? Nowhere, to be honest. So if you validate yourself, that's all that matters, because at the end of the day, you are gonna die alone. You're always gonna be alone by yourself by the end of the day. Everything in life is temporary, so why need validation or want anything from others when you can give it to yourself? I mean, that's a huge benefit in itself. You don't have to ask people to do something for you, and it just makes you happier in the end doing it yourself. Go and get dressed up, go to cafes, get a coffee, or just sit and read. This is something I really want to start doing, because this ties into my next step for like career-wise. Because if you're just sitting at home, you're going to work, you're just kind of living every day, day by day, and just like it's mundane and boring, or you know, nothing really changes, then that is where you need to get up off your ass and go and do something. Even if it's just something small, go out, enjoy nature, go for a walk. You can go to cafes, local cafes. You can go to the gym. There's endless opportunities that you can do by yourself. And I think the biggest thing is, if you want to achieve anything, I will get into this in a much later video. Not much later, but a later video is, if you want anything in life, you have to find connections. And to find connections, you have to get out and talk to people. That's all I'm going to say about that right now, because I will explain in a later video. Another thing is, nothing is embarrassing unless you make it embarrassing. This is coming from, if you think it's embarrassing to go out by yourself and do something alone, it's really not. I used to think that way, but even just going to a different library that I'm used to, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. It's nice to be in a different environment and check out new places. Even if you're not buying anything, you don't have to buy anything in order to like be successful or actually get what you want. Nothing's embarrassing unless you make it embarrassing. That goes with like anything and everything in life, because why should anything be embarrassing? Yeah, there are definitely embarrassing moments, but it's funny. Also, plan at least one day a month for yourself. I think what I'm gonna start doing is put on my calendar, okay, I'm off this day, or, you know, before work, I'm gonna go and do this. It shouldn't matter about gas, shouldn't matter if it's by yourself or not. Just go and do that. And I think that will automatically just start transforming how you see things and do things differently. And I never actually answered the question how to date yourself. Basically, go out and do different things. When you're alone, you don't feel as, when you're alone, you don't feel as satisfied because you're like, well, there's no one here to entertain me. So you kind of have to like entertain yourself, but you might not necessarily know how to entertain yourself. But at the same time, what I've learned is you don't have to like actually entertain yourself to have fun. I used to be that person. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna go do this or go do this if I don't have anyone to go with me, because then it's gonna be boring. It's mundane. Like, what's the point? But I think the point is like getting out of your comfort zone. And yeah, something might not happen like the first time you do it, but you never know what opportunities lie out there for you if you're not going out and doing stuff and talking to people. Dating yourself is self-care. So reading, journaling, taking baths, working out, going on walks. There's endless opportunities, and life is more than just working and like surviving. And a lot of people nowadays, you know, life happens. We get so focused on wanting money that everything else is just out the door, and that should not be the case. It really shouldn't be. Sorry, I keep moving around a lot. My hip is hurting. Think outside of the box. I think also thinking outside of the box, you're learning and growing at a better rate. And also, you don't need to wait for someone to tag along. Couple or single, you can do something alone. You don't need someone. I'm talking to myself in this video too. It's all about our mindset. And if we're always just wanting, we're never gonna get where we need to go. Just work hard. Anything's possible. Nothing is impossible. If you want something, find out how to do it. Figure what you need, what you don't need. Strategize, plan, and you will get there. Also, the next topic would be date ideas for singles and couples. I think I pretty much said those in the video. For couples, I mean, you can go bowling, go to the movies, go for a walk, have a picnic. You can try to go surfing. You can travel the world. You can purchase something big together. You can just do something different every time. Think outside of the box and don't have the expectation of, oh, this is going to be great, or just don't have any expectations, because if you have expectations set, it's gonna probably ruin your thoughts and you're just gonna be negative for that day, and that's what we do not want. In life in general, don't have expectations. You can't. I mean, nothing goes our way, really. Nothing's fair in life. Really the only thing that works on if you want a certain thing is telling that person, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. No one can read our minds. So communication is key. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.